Building an integrated online marketing plan. Here are the 4 critical steps to building a successful integrated online marketing plan. The 4 parts to your successful strategy. Number 1 is developing a clear narrative. That is a clear message that your company communicates across all channels that shows who your company is, why it's important, and also communicates the value your company has to the customer. The second part is understanding which mediums or which channels will more effectively enable you to communicate that narrative. Some channels make it easier for you to communicate specific information. Other channels make it more difficult, and your message can be lost in the overwhelming numbers of other messages, tweets, or updates. You see, understanding which mediums enable you to communicate more clearly and effectively is a critical part to your strategy. When you understand which mediums can be used more effectively than others, and understanding that not all media or not all channels are equal, then you can more effectively communicate through those channels and develop interactions that will enable people to better understand your business, your value proposition, and what you're all about. When you develop those interaction pathways, it's based on clear planning. You see, planning tends to be an overlooked part of strategy. The more effectively you put all of this into a plan, the better the narrative will be, and also the more clear it will be heard in your strength of medium, and also it will be more clear as to how you interact with people, which will again make it easier to plan. All of these are related to each other. They're interrelated and interdependent. And so as we move forward in developing this strategy, what we have to do is understand, number 1, the narrative. Who are you? What do you bring to the market? What is the best platform for that message to communicate it the most effectively? The medium you choose will determine the type of interactions that will take place, and also your planning will develop a publishing and a content marketing schedule that will be effective and be able to utilize the medium more effectively for more effective interaction. And so we need to take time to plan. This is the critical component to a successful online marketing plan. This is where most companies fail, in that they create a plan that is not detailed enough to provide guidance. Their plans are more goals rather than asking the questions of how will we approach this medium, how will we plan for this medium, and how will we most effectively communicate? You see, when you take time to plan, you will be proactive in presenting the company rather than reactive to comments, criticisms, or questions. You take time to plan because you know what people want and you will be delivering that information to them. You see, when you know what works and you take time to plan with a proactive approach, it will be easier to react when you have facts, when you can show measurements, when you can show this is the plan that we have and it's based on data and this is why we are executing it this way. Without a plan, you will respond to criticisms, to feedback emotionally. And usually when companies or individuals respond to these things emotionally, they tend to create a bigger situation and create more work for themselves, rather than sticking with a plan and measuring the results of the plan, which will create a successful strategy for your company.
A membership to lynda.com unlocks this entire course and hundreds of others. Visit lynda.com to learn more.